y'all know, heavyweight, they mandated Deontay Wilder and Andy Ruiz. That's his new mandatory because they're gonna try to fight for that title. You know, they're gonna try to. It's a title eliminated. They're gonna try to fight Tyson Fury next. But what are your thoughts on that fight, man?
I mean, like I said, another good fight that most boxing fans would like to see.
Mm-hmm. Let me ask you this though: Wilder has a good chance of winning this fight, man. And if he does, you know where that puts him for a fourth time. Do you think that's a good idea for him, or do you think he should go the other route to like Usyk?
I mean,
Or even Anthony Joshua for the time being?
that's where it gets complicated at. You know, I mean,
Yeah.
some of these fights they mandated. It is other options out there for these fighters, but my whole thing is that make those options happen.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Make those options happen because the WBC, you can't tell me if Spence versus Crawford was made, they would have an issue. They would say, okay, well, we can make Keith Thurman wait, but since the fact that that's not happening, they saying, yo, we need some fights.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you can't tell me that, you know, if a better fight is being made, that the WBC don't got a problem with that. You know, the problem is fights not being made, ain't. So,
Yeah.
you know, I mean, if Deontay Wilder got another option or another play on the table, what's the time frame for that? We can't do an Earl Spence and Terrence Crawford negotiation deal waiting for those fights to happen. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So that's how I see it. It's taking them too long to move on certain fights. So if they got plays, let us know, set it up, let it be in talks of happening. Otherwise, I'm with the WBC mandating some of these fights and stripping people.
Right. Because if there were options on the table, I don't think they would have laid the hammer down like this. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
You know, they
You
wouldn't
know,
have said, okay,
exactly.
Wilder Ruiz is a go for this WBC title. They would have just said, okay, well, Wilder's already got options with Joshua or Usyk.
Right.
You know,
Right. We know that fight is coming up.
we'll
We'll
step
let
back.
him. We'll see how that plays out. That's what I'm saying. And you know,
Mm-hmm.
if fighters had stuff going on, I can't see the WBC, you know, coming down and the way they did and mandating some things. You know, so I
Mm-hmm.
mean, like I said, I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing, but we'll see what happens.
Yeah, I mean, overall, like I'm kind of worried about if Wilder wins, he goes back into a fourth Fury fight. You know, that being a fight that I don't know a lot of people want to see again. But I think the Wilder Ruiz matchup is a good matchup, though. I mean, I got Wilder winning, but you know, you never know what Ruiz can do. I mean, I was looking at this dude's training and just looking at his size and physique. It's just kind of fascinating watching how this heavy guy got this type of hand speed. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, I mean, it's definitely a fight that Wilder couldn't sleep on,
Mm-mm.
and he would have to come in there on top of his game. I mean, and that, you know, if that's the way those chips fell and the window wound up getting Tyson Fury, you know, that's already a roll of the dice. You never know what Tyson Fury going to do. But if that's the way the chips fell, it is what it is. It's not. I'm not saying that that's a fight that I want to see. But if he went through the steps and it's just the way it falls, that's different. But as far as him just aiming for Tyson Fury, you know, I wouldn't really, you know, I wouldn't really agree with that. But you
Mm-hmm.
know, if he just had this is that if they mandating this and he fights this fight, and then the next fight for him is Tyson Fury, it's kind of just the way the chips fell. Wasn't like he was
He was
really
chasing it.
chasing that fight down. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So
Right.
you know, but either way, make a fight. You know, and like I said, that particular fight, there's a few good fights for Wilder. Ruiz, like you said, Ruiz, AJ, Usyk. So I mean, we don't have to see him in the Fury fight, but let us know what's going on. You know,
Hmm.
I've been hearing all types of things. I've been hearing he want the USEC fight. I've been hearing he want this fight. He want to do this. What he really is going to do, I don't know.
Right. Yeah, I don't know either at this point. But the thing is, you know what? With the heavyweights, I'm not as frustrated or worried because they have been mixing it up. You know what I mean, P? Like Wilder's already did it 3 times. You know, Ruiz already fought Joshua
Right,
twice.
right.
Tyson Fury, he about to fight Derek Chisora a third time. Nobody want to see it, but he about to do it. So these guys, it don't really seem like it takes. It don't. You know, it's not like pulling teeth with these guys where it's like you got to do this, or we got to really lay the hammer down again. Like I think they just came to a point the WBC wanted to do it across the board with everybody, just to make everybody happy. But I don't really think they were as frustrated with the heavyweights where they were like with everybody else. You know, like these other divisions, it's kind of hard to get
Mm-hmm.
even Canelo in there with a Benavidez. You know, he trying to use this Mexican excuse. I don't fight Mexicans. Well, well, Suleiman will fix that. You know what I mean? He'll fix that. He'll be like,
Right,
let me go ahead and sit down and
right.
set this thing up so he can make it happen. But